teams in the nation set to square off and see who has the upper hand, at least for the moment. A top 10 in-conference showdown awaits. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Delaware Blue Hens, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Blue Hens will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the ball first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the field. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Spins away from the defender. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Dumps it off in the flats. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to keep it in the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He'll keep it on the sneak.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these 1st downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a...
Yeah, and you know both of Players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Michigan! And they strike first.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Delaware's offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he...
And the quarterback put up 2 and sacked at the 12. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Blue Hens will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Handoff from the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And the Blue Hens will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll move the tight end. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. To the air on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on third and short. Short throw to the sideline is caught. He's out of bounds, and he's got a first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Running back searching for a hole. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete on the right side. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. Are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lets it fly. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Blue Hens decide to punt it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Pocket breaking down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. The RPO, it's complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Blue Hens in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprint?
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Levy. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll try the run. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Delaware.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Oklahoma is down right now, and that's unusual for this program. Those fans in Norman expect excellence. Let's see if they can provide the spark this team needs. They're trailing by 10 to Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else.
Ben? Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. And the returner is stopped. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quickly complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Give him 6. Touchdown, Michigan. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Well, will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. The give on the inside. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, the ground game. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is in the air. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Got a man. It's Duarte. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. Hard running there. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they won't try another play, instead taking a knee, and they'll head to the locker room. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Blue Hens want to pick up the tempo.
And the defense gives up the 1st down. And here they go.
There he goes. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Blue Hens have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. Second down, he'll throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36. They're working that left side. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. He'll keep it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the left. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Touchdown, Wolverine! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Off play action. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Trying to get the corner. Taking it the other way. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll move the tight end. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This defense is defending its goal line. Back-to-back stops right in the shadow of their own goalpost. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. The quick out. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The screen, he can go! And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Grabbed behind the line. It's Miranda. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Caught in the backfield, it's Levy. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Blue Hens come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Levy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Blue Hens, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Smith.
That's a good start for this offense, but it's got to be all gas. We've got to be fast. We can't guarantee ourselves we're going to score 2 two-point conversions after we get these 2 touchdowns. Maximize this possession. Got to be aggressive.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's second and long. They just keep firing. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Blue Hens have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Miranda. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Looking to throw. Let's it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Hens. They'll line up to go for 2.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have
goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Off the RPO, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Going with the ground game left. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Here's a heat. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Miranda. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Going to swing it on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Levy. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He caught it. Touchdown, Delaware. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Splits the uprights. Good. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Delaware. Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they've tied the game.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
Big extra point coming. It would give them the lead late. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the 4th. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. His drive will open from the 15. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game. Gets out of bounds quickly. Got to save that time. He picks up 13 on that one. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Slings it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Gets open down the middle. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Takes it from the gun on third down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. He'll take another shot here. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.